Have you ever walked out of a meeting, feeling completely confused, wondering if you misunderstood what just happened? So, you might not be overthinking. Could be gaslighting. Gaslighting at work happens when a boss manipulates you into doubting your memory, your competence, or even your sanity. It's subtle, it's dangerous, and it chips away at your confidence. In this audio, we'll explore 8 powerful signs your boss might be gaslighting you, each with real-life examples that may make you think, wow, this happened to me too. Stay with me until the end, because recognizing these signs could be the first step to protecting your mental health and your career. Imagine this. Last week, your boss clearly told you to prepare slides for Friday's meeting. You stayed late, worked hard, and delivered. But on Friday, your boss says, I never asked you to do that. Why would you waste time on it? This is classic gaslighting, denying their own words, making you doubt your memory. Over time, you begin second-guessing yourself, even writing down everything, just to prove you're not going crazy. When your boss consistently rewrites history, it's not a mistake, it's manipulation. Picture this. A team project fails because your boss didn't give clear instructions. But instead of owning up, they tell upper management, it was your fault. You didn't follow through. Suddenly, you're left defending yourself against something you didn't do wrong. Gaslighting bosses are experts at flipping responsibility. They protect their reputation by making you the scapegoat. And that not only damages your confidence, it can damage your professional credibility too. Think about a time you completed a task successfully, maybe even ahead of schedule. But instead of appreciation, your boss nitpicked every tiny detail and said, honestly, I don't think you're cut out for this role. First you brush it off, but over time those comments sink in. You start questioning your skills, even though you're perfectly capable. This is gaslighting in its purest form, making a competent employee believe they're incompetent. Here's another example. Your boss forgets to include you in an important email chain. Then, when you miss a critical update, they accuse you of being careless. You weren't given the information in the first place. Yet you're made to feel like the problem. This tactic is subtle but powerful. By keeping you in the dark, they control the narrative and make you look unreliable. Imagine walking into the office and realizing your boss shares critical updates with others but leaves you out. Or maybe they always praise one colleague while constantly criticizing you. This isolation makes you feel excluded, paranoid, like you're the odd one out. Gaslighters often isolate their targets. Why? Because when you feel alone, you're easier to control. Here's a scenario. In a heated discussion, your boss yells at you. Later, when you bring it up, they calmly reply, I wasn't angry. You're just being too sensitive. You know what you heard. You know what you felt. Yet they dismiss your reality and replace it with theirs. Over time, you begin to question your own emotions, your own perception. This is one of the most damaging forms of gaslighting because it erodes your trust in yourself. Sometimes, gaslighting doesn't come as criticism. It comes as over-the-top praise. Your boss may say, you're the only one who can handle this task. And then they pile on impossible deadlines. At first, it feels flattering. But soon you realize, it's not appreciation, it's exploitation. They use praise as bait, to push you harder, longer, and without complaint. Have you ever been told, be more independent, and then scolded later for not asking enough questions? Or praised for being creative one day, but criticized for not following the rules the next? This constant contradiction creates a whirlwind of confusion. No matter what you do, it feels wrong. That's the goal of gaslighting bosses, to keep you off balance, so you're easier to control. If these examples felt uncomfortably familiar, you're not alone. Gaslighting bosses exist in every industry, and their tactics are designed to make you question your reality. But here's the truth. If you notice the patterns, you're already stronger than they want you to believe. Awareness is the first step. to breaking free from manipulation. Remember this: you are competent, you are valuable, and you do not deserve to be treated this way. Stay confident, trust your instincts, and never let anyone rewrite your reality.